What's up, everybody? Rut here. Just wanted to show off the Catalina a bit. Did some work on it today. I got stuff off that, like carbs, I need to clean up. That half of a side cover I need to figure out something with. Pretty much all the original wiring I think I'm just going to throw on eBay, along with like the steering stabilizer. Stuff that is original and nice that I am not going to use, that somebody can. Stuff like that I don't want to just throw away, because these bikes aren't common. This one, as bare bones as I'm starting out with, and as much stuff as I'm finding broken, it really is a parts bike. I don't feel bad about, doing my own thing with it. But on the other hand, if it's stuff that, somebody else can use, that would be really cool to have that stuff live on a nice original bike. What have I done today? Like I said, just removed wiring, pulled the carbs, chain guard, little bits and pieces. I'm probably not going to tear it down too far, but the main reason I pulled the carbs, I went to get some lubrication in the crankcase. It was, the bearings were a little squeaky. I'm sure it was, wrist pin bearings, just dry from sitting for so long. So I got some Marvel Mystery Oil. I threw some down the cylinders first, and then with the pistons at top dead center, I threw a pretty healthy splash in both cylinders. Spun it over. Bearings are nice and quiet now. I think I am going to delete the oil injection on this bike, simply because somebody else has already bypassed it. I don't know the state of this pump, so if it was all there and I had a little better feeling about it, wouldn't be a big deal. I'd just reuse it. But there was some, it's weird, like the headlight bucket's all here, the ignition switch was there, the original dash. That, I think, is one of the coolest things about the whole bike. It's weird that, like, it obviously started out as a really nice bike, and it hasn't been, like, trashed, but I think somebody must have used it as, like, a trail rig of some kind. Before using it as a parts bike for another one, I would assume. Like, the front fender's bobbed, and like, it doesn't look terrible. They did that. What else? There was a brake light switch. I'm sure I did that in the other video. But like, the spark plugs that came out of this thing, they're both AC plugs. This is it was like an R44, or is it 44S? So that would be like out of, that. This looks like a lawnmower plug. This was obviously the wrong size. So I'm gonna have to figure that out. But, yeah, I'm not seeing anything that condemns this bike. It's rough enough to where I can do what I want with it and not feel bad about it, which is the idea behind purchasing it anyway. So I'm still happy with it. I still think I'm in a pretty good spot. I'm going to list some bits and pieces for sale that I'm not going to use. I have a vape electronic ignition, like complete kit ordered for it. If that's not in stock or not available anymore, I may go a different route as far as trying to find maybe some original pieces. But I'll cross that road when I get there. If the electronic ignition is available and it shows up, I'm in a pretty good spot right now where I'm going to continue with the build. But it'll kind of hinge on if that electronic ignition is still available. I was surprised that it was, with these being as uncommon as they are, but who knows? That is about all I've got, I think. I'm going to keep tinkering. I may go ahead and list some of this stuff on eBay, but other than that, I'll just keep tinkering around. May pull the rear fender. I like that Impala taillight, but it's not. I'm going a different route on this bike, so overall I'm really happy with it. Anyway, just wanted to throw you guys an update on it. Thank you all for watching, and we'll catch you next time.